Hey, hi, welcome back to Digit.in. Now, Asus is back with yet another ZenBook, but this time it's powered not by an Intel processor but an AMD Ryzen processor. Let's see how it did in our review. The new ZenBook 14 comes powered by an AMD Ryzen 5 processor with Vega 8 integrated graphics. System RAM is a comfortable 8GB and can be upgraded to a maximum of 16. Storage comes in the form of a 512GB PCIe NVMe solid-state drive. Unlike the Intel Core i5 powered ZenBook 13 from January this year, this one does not get a GeForce MX series graphics card from Nvidia. On our everyday performance test, the review unit behaved better than expected. We were able to multitask on numerous common applications such as Word, Excel, Chrome, OneNote, File Explorer, WhatsApp for PC, etc. across multiple virtual desktops. Switching between open applications and virtual desktops vigorously led to no stuttering or lag in animation, and that's always a good sign. Whether it was quick note-taking, large file transfers, simultaneous application installs, or intense browsing sessions, the Ryzen-powered ZenBook 14 seemed to handle it all without any noticeable signs of slowing down or hiccuping. Let's move on to the battery. On our standard battery benchmark test, the review unit lasted 4 hours, 13 minutes. It's not a bad score, but it could have been higher. On our everyday test runs, the review unit's battery dropped from full charge to 20% in roughly 4 hours. During the tests, the review unit was tasked with browsing on Chrome, a couple of app installs, and some background music playback on a YouTube window. After about 15 minutes of online video playback on YouTube, the laptop lost about 7% of its charge. Charging from near zero back up to full took close to 2 whole hours. In summary, you can expect up to 5 hours of unplugged performance from the new ZenBook 14. It's not bad, but it's not great either. What about the display? Now, the Asus ZenBook 14 obviously features a 14-inch IPS LCD screen with Full HD resolution. The colors on the laptop's screen appear natural without any noticeable signs of oversaturation or light bleed. The screen's backlight is bright enough for most indoor spots, including conference rooms, with bright overhead lights directly above. If anything, the screen could have done with a stronger matte finish for improved readability under direct light. Audio is one department in which the new Asus ZenBook 14 excels. The sound from the two top-firing stereo speakers on the ZenBook 14 is loud, clear, and balanced. Whether you're playing music or watching videos, there's ample stereo separation when you sit directly in front of the laptop. What's more, the volume is enough to fill a quiet, medium-sized living room. In other words, you won't have any problems while watching a movie trailer or two with your friends. Lows, mids, and highs are fairly well expressed on these user-facing units. The Asus ZenBook 14 has ample connectivity for a thin and light model. On the left side of its body, we see a round pin power port, a full-size HDMI port, a USB-A 3.1 port, and a USB-C 3.1 port. On the right side, we see a single USB-A 2.0 port, a 3.5mm audio jack for headsets, and an SD card reader slot. In addition, the ZenBook 14 gets a small, square fingerprint scanner on the top right corner of the touchpad. It works swiftly in conjunction with Windows Hello for screen unlocks. The keyboard on the ZenBook 14 takes a little bit of getting used to because the keycaps are placed fairly close together, but once you learn to position your fingers closer while typing, you should have a mostly comfortable typing experience. The keys have 3-stage backlighting and ample travel. They also have the right amount of resistance, so there's plenty of feedback when you type fast. If anything, the power button could have been placed away from the delete key, as one accidental press while typing can lead to an unintended sleep session. Also, I'm not sure why Asus loves shuffling the position of the home, end, page up, and page down keys with each new model. All things considered though, it's a fine keyboard setup for the price you pay. The touchpad, being a precision unit, offers smooth and linear pointer movement on the screen in addition to multi-finger taps and swipes. What's more, you can change the touchpad settings directly in Windows settings without installing a third-party driver or utility. The two click keys below the smooth surface of the touchpad are fairly easy to press too. On our review unit though, we came across one particular issue that we thought was worth mentioning. We noticed a fair amount of unwanted play on the touchpad surface every time we rested our finger lightly on the surface. This feeling soon became a bit annoying. Despite the play, the touchpad is still very much usable for everyday tasks. What about the build and design? The new ZenBook 14 looks and feels just as good as the first ZenBook 13 that was launched earlier this year, if not better. This AMD powered model comes in a new Utopia blue color that's both refreshing and pleasing to the eyes. The all-metal build delivers sufficient rigidity and grip in the user's hands. At 1.39 kilograms, it's fairly lightweight too. What we liked the most about the review unit was its overall appeal. Combined with the new color, the brushed metal finish looked stunning against the light in almost every angle. We often caught ourselves admiring the fine strokes on the palm rest and top cover. Opening the lid reveals a 14-inch screen with fairly slim bezels all around and almost no flex or bend on the lid and keyboard island. As is the case with most ZenBooks, the Yoga Lift hinge gives the entire keyboard island a tilt of 4.5 degrees in the user's direction, which makes typing easier when the laptop is on a tabletop surface. All things considered, the new ZenBook 14 in its new color is a stunning piece of machinery that's sure to catch many eyes. Well, what do we think about the new ASUS ZenBook 14 with an AMD Ryzen processor? Well, we think that except for a couple of minor design niggles, the ASUS ZenBook 14 is a solid laptop with a lot going for it in the performance, display and audio departments with looks to kill. Thanks so much for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta.